Ito ang balitaan sa CNN Philippines. Ako si Pinky Webb. Ang mga balita ngayon, pinsalang dulot ng nag-aalborotong bulkang Mayon, umabot na sa milyong-milyong piso. Exclusive UST Law Dean Nilo Divina nanindigang hindi bababa sa pwesto kaugnay sa pagkamatay ni Atio Castillo. At mga netizen muling pinagpiestahan ang naging pahayag ni Communications Assistant Secretary Mocha Uson. Hindi pa rin po tumitigil ang pagbuga ng abo at lava ng bulkang Mayon sa Albay dahil dito umabot na sa milyong-milyong piso ang pinsalang dulot ng pag-alboroto ng bulkan. Alamin natin ang karagdagang detalye mula sa aming correspondent na si AC Nichols, nag-uulat ng live mula sa Albay. AC, kamusta ang sitwasyon dyan?
Pinky, habang patuloy tayo na nagmo-monitor sa kilos nitong Mayon, ay napansin natin na parang may pattern na yung kanyang pagputok nitong nakarang araw. Ang frequency ng eruptions nasa every 3 to 5 hours na. Yung pinakahuli kaninang 9 a.m. at bago yun, meron ding pagputok ng 6 a.m. at 2 a.m. Ngayon, ayon sa Public Safety Chief ng Albay, ngayon lang daw sila naka-experience ng ganito, no, na parang may pattern nga at parang nakaschedule na yung mga eruptions ng Mayon volcano. Dahil dati raw ang pagitan ng pagputok ay araw at umaabot pa rin ng linggo. Babala ng volcanologist sa mga residente, hindi dapat maging kampante. Yung iba kasi bumabalik sa kanilang mga bahay dun sa pagitan nung inaasahan na pagputok. At maski nagmimistulang may schedule na nga daw yung pagputok ng Mayon, paalala ng mga taga-Fivox na napaka-unpredictable pa rin ng bulkan. Kaya hindi mawawala ang posibilidad na magbubuga siya ng lava or ng ash in between dun sa 3 to 5 hour window. Habang tumatagal nga itong nangyayari sa Mayon, nadaragdagan din syempre yung mga lumilikas na mga affected residents. Hanggang kaninang alas 8 ng umaga, meron ng mahigit na 19,000 na pamilya o 74,000 na tao na nasa evacuation centers. Pinky?
AC, ano naman ang sabi ng mga otoridad tungkol dun sa damage na dulot ng pag-aalboroto ng bulkan?
Okay, base dun sa initial data ng agricultural officers dito, halos nasa 130 million na daw yung worth of crops yung nadadamage ng ashfall na nadudulot ng mga eruptions ng Mayon. Kasama dyan, merong coconut, merong bigas, merong mais, at iba pang mga gulay din. So mukhang kung damage ang pag-uusapan natin, ang mga apekto talaga dito ay yung mga magsasaka. Kaya nag-iisip na ngayon yung mga otoridad ng mga measures na pwede nilang gawin para matulungan yung mga magsasaka, mga ibang livelihood options daw na pwede nilang i-offer dito sa mga magsasaka habang sila ay nasa evacuation centers. At kahit matapos na rin itong pag-aalboruto ni Mayon, dahil ang mahirap daw kapag yung mga crops na nalagyan ng abo or ng ash, malabo na daw ang possibility ng recovery dito dahil humalo lang daw yan ng konting moisture or kaunting rainfall ay magiging acid na yan. At pag naging acid yan, talagang very damaging na daw doon sa halaman. Balik sa'yo.
Parang wala na nga yun kapag yan ang pag-uusapan, konting ulan, yung ashes pupunta sa kanilang mga pananim, yan ang talagang nagiging problema ng mga tao dyan na ang kinabubuhay ay yung mga sinasabi nga ni AC. AC, so ulitin lang natin yung sinabi mo kanina habang pinapakita natin ang Mayon Volcano. Sabi ng mga scientists dyan ay tila may pattern ngayon. 3 to 5 hours ang pag-aalboroto ng bulkan na hindi naman talaga normal. Although ang sabi nila, no, AC, gayon man na tila may pattern, ay patuloy pa rin dapat mag-ingat ang mga residente dyan. Muli, ang Sinabi po sa atin ni AC Nichols. AC, maraming salamat sa iyo. Mag-ingat ka dyan. Patuloy po ang mga evacuees dyan dahil nga sa pag-aalburoto ng bulkan. Umabot na daw yan sa halos 75,000 na katao. Samantala, binisita ni Vice President Leni Robredo ang ilang evacuees na apektado ng pagputok ng Mayon. Nagdala ang Vice Presidente ng relief goods sa mga evacuation centers sa bayan ng Kamalig at Ginobatan sa Albay. Nanawagan din si Vice President Robredo ng pangmatagalang solusyon para matugunan ang mga pangangailangan ng mga apektado ng kalamidad. Sa panayam sa CNN Philippines, sinabi ni Robredo na isa sa mga pangunahing kailangang tugunan ng gobyerno ang limitadong calamity funds.
What is fearsome for the LGU is they do not know how long this will last. The last eruption that they went through was in 2014, and they said they only got up to alert level 3, but then the evacuation lasted for 3 months. So now that the eruption is much worse than the one that we had in 2014, they would want to prepare for a longer time in the evacuation centers, but they are afraid that their funding would not last them that long. Limited din yung calamity funds ng LGUs, and they said na walang assurance how much they will be getting. Wala ding assurance na kung gaano ito katagal. So what they're doing now is they're making do with what they have. Mabuti na lang marami namang nagdo-donate. Pero yung pinaka-problema talaga nila, pag tumagal siyang grabe, syempre marami ng ibang kaakibat na mga pangangailangan. Hindi na lang pagkain, pero pati yung psychosocial services, yung learning centers, yung mas permanenteng titirahan, kasi they're all staying in schools right now. Kaya yung pinaka-problema nila, suspended ba yung mga klase that long kasi ginagamit yung mga evacuation centers. So ngayon, nagre-request sila ng temporary learning centers, and we followed up with DepEd, and DepEd told us na meron nang na-approve na budget for temporary learning centers.
Sa ibang balita, nakipagpulong si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa Prime Minister ng India na si Narendra Modi at iba pang mga opisyal ng bansa. Ito po ang larawan ng meeting ng dalawang leader na ibinahagi ni Special Assistant to the President Bongo. Kabilang sa mga tinalakay nila Pangulong Duterte at Prime Minister Modi ang pagpapabuti sa trade at economic relations ng kanilang mga bansa. Nasa India si Pangulong Duterte para dumalo sa ASEAN-India Special Commemorative Summit at ilan pang pagpupulong. Sunod-sunod ang schedule ng mga pagtitipon na dadaluhan ni Pangulong Duterte ngayong araw. Ilan dito ang pananghalian na inihanda ni Indian President Ram Nath Kovind. Dadalo rin ang Pangulo sa plenary session ng summit at isang cultural program at salo-salo na hinanda ni Prime Minister Modi. Nagbanta naman si Pangulong Duterte na palalawigin daw niya ang sakop ng planong deployment ban sa mga overseas Filipino workers sa iba pang mga bansa sa Middle East. Sa talumpati ng Pangulo bago lumipad patungong India kahapon, sinabi niyang gagawin niya ito kapag may matanggap na naman siyang ulat ng mga pang-aabuso ng mga OFW sa rehiyon.
Let me be blunt about this because Kuwait has always been an ally. But please do something about it, and for the other countries in the Middle East. I hope that you'd listen to me because I mean well. But I will never, never, never again tolerate one more incident of rape to the point of committing suicide, jumping out of the window. That is something the Filipino people cannot stomach.
Nais naman paimbestigahan ng isang mambabatas ang problema sa passport appointment system sa bansa. Naghain ng resolusyon ukol dito si Bayan Muna Party List Representative Carlos Zarate. Gusto niyang siyasatin ang mga umano'y anomalya sa likod ng mabagal na pagproseso ng mga pasaporte. Yan ay sa kabila ng pangako ni Foreign Affairs Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano na madaragdagan pa ang mga slots para sa passport appointment sa mga susunod na araw. Yan po ang isyong tatalakayin natin mamayang gabi. Makakapanayam natin si Zarate At President ng National Association of Independent Travel Agencies na si Linda Tan, tutukan ng On the Record mamayang alas 7 ng gabi sa Newsnight. Tinanggihan ng Pilipinas ang ayuda mula sa European Union. Ang halaga po niyan, 6.1 million euros o halos 400 milyong piso. Kasunod dito, may isa pang ayudang nagkakahalaga ng 2.4 billion pesos na mukhang aayawan din ng gobyerno. Ayon kay EU Ambassador Franz Jessen, patuloy ang negosasyon para maayos ang hindi pagkakaunawaan ng dalawang gobyerno. Pero babala niya ito na ang huling pagkakataon ng Pilipinas at kung di pa maayos ang gulo, ay maaaring ibigay na lang nila ang ayuda sa ibang bansa. Nakapanayam ng aming correspondent na si Claire Yao, si Ambassador Jessen, at narito ang bahagi ng kanilang naging pag-uusap.
We are still hopeful that we will reach an agreement, and we have agreed to send out a high-level mission on the end of February, early March, that will come and meet with the Secretary of Finance to make sort of a last attempt to see if we can reach an agreement on this.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned last attempt at
yes.
getting the Secretary to agree. So after that, whatever you decide in that meeting, you believe will be the final policy?
That's what I think is. I mean, you can imagine we cannot have hundreds of millions standing on a piece of paper or waiting on a piece of paper that says maybe we'll spend or maybe we'll not spend this amount. There's a point where we have to decide, are we able to spend this in the Philippines or not?
That will lead you up to the run-up in the EU, where I think in May they will be reviewing a lot of the allocations for development aid for all around the world.
Exactly. And you can easily imagine that with the donor as the European Union, you will have many, many countries who would try to increase the allocation to their country. And then if we have one partner, say the Philippines, that is not interested, then many other countries they will step up and say, what about us?
Sa mga balitang abroad, 4 ang patay sa Afghanistan matapos umatake ang teroristang grupo na ISIS sa opisina ng British aid agency na Save the Children. Higit 20 naman ang naitalang sugatan. Ayon sa mga otoridad, pinasabog ng isang suicide bomber ang sarili sa loob ng isang sasakyan sa harap ng opisina ng ahensya. 4 na iba pa ang nagawang lumusob sa loob, ngunit agad na napatay ng Afghan security forces. Pansamantalang suspendido ang lahat ng operasyon ng Save the Children doon, ngunit nananatili umano silang handa na tumulong sa mga bata sa bansa. Nahatulan na ng panghabang buhay na pagkakakulong ang minsay tinaguriang sikat na sports doctor ng mga tanyag na mga babaeng Olympian sa Amerika. Kahapon sinintensyahan si Larry Nassar sa Ingham County, Michigan ng mula 40 hanggang 175 years sa kulungan. Ito ay dahil sa kasong sexual na pang-aabuso sa mga babae sa loob ng 2 dekada. Dagdag pa ito sa 60 taon na pagkakakulong dahil naman sa child pornography. Humingi ng paumanhin si Nassar sa kanyang mga naging biktima at kalaunay inamin ang mga akusasyon. At pagkondena naman sa pagkalat ng fake news ang naging bahagi ng mensahe ng Santo Papa sa selebrasyon ng World Communications Day. Ayon kay Pope Francis, ang fake news ay senyales ng quote, intolerant and hypersensitive attitudes na nagre-resulta lamang ng pagka-arogante at pagkamuhi. Anya, mabilis pa itong kumakalat dahil na rin sa pag-usbong ng digital world at ang makatotohanang pamamahayag ang daan para masugpo ito.
I will not step down because this is a matter between me and UST, a matter between me and the students. I cannot abandon my students.
Yan po ang sagot ni UST Law Dean Nilo Divina sa gitna ng panawagang bumaba siya sa pwesto. Ang eksklusibong panayam kay Divina, abangan mamaya. At mga leader ng Senado at Kamara nagpulong hinggil sa charter change. Ang detalye sa pagbabalik ng balitaan sa CNN Philippines. Arns, sinong nananawagan na bumaba si Nilo Divina? nagbabalik ang balitaan dito sa CNN Philippines. Inilabas na ang committee report ng Senado hinggil sa pagkamatay ng UST law student na si Horacio Atio Castillo. At dito, inirekomenda na i-disbar o tanggalan ng lisensya sa pagkaabogado si University of Santo Tomas Law Dean Nilo Divina. Inirekomenda rin ng Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs at ng Committee on Justice and Human Rights na ma-disbar ang ilan pang mga abogado na miyembro rin ng aegis juris tulad ni Divina. Ang mga ito ay unang nakaalam sa pagkamatay ni Atio pero hindi nila inireport sa mga otoridad.
Sa aming paniniwala, nararapat lamang po na madisbar ang mga miyembro ng aegis juris fraternity na sangkot sa tangkang pagtatakip sa krimeng naganap. Mr. President, it is undeniable that these lawyers have lost their moral fabric and became undeserving to be part of this noble and dignified profession.
Lumabas sa findings ng dalawang komite na namatay si Atio noong Setyembre ng nakaraang taon dahil sa hazing, na bahagi ng initiation rights ng mga gusto maging miyembro ng aegis juris. At eksklusibong nakapanayam ng aming correspondent na si Angelo Limario, si UST Law Dean Nilo Divina, at narito ang reaksyon ni Divina sa naging rekomendasyon ng Senado laban sa kanya.
I was surprised when I read the report, particularly my being a chameleon. Well, chameleon, as you know, an animal that keeps on changing its color. I'm not a chameleon. I've been very honest. I've been very truthful to the committee. In fact, the reason why they filed the complaint against me is after the testimony of the first hearing when I mentioned that I came to know about the death of Castillo in the afternoon. I forgot the date now, no? And then at 6 p.m. I came to know about the surname. No? I mean, if I was not truthful, I could have simply said I learned about this in Monday, and there would have been no basis to file a case against me. But I was very truthful because telling a lie is a sin. It's also an affront against the institution. I've been very truthful. I've been very honest, no? And I have attended religiously all the Senate hearings. In fact, the good senator even commended my presence all throughout the hearings. So I was surprised, no, to see that they referred to me as a chameleon.
So there's this mention there in the report that you allegedly perjured yourself when you said that you took a leave from the fraternity and then you were seen in these pictures.
Well, the picture they referred to was the month I was appointed dean of the Faculty of Civil Law. So the fraternity, just like the other organizations, no, hosted the ceremonial dinner for me. So how could I have said no? That's 2009. And then 2000, another one. And that's the time I told them that I'll not be attending any celebration of any fraternity, particularly aegis juris fraternity, to maintain my distance, no? Not just with the fraternity, but all other organizations. No?
So parang last na yun.
That's 2010. Can you show me pictures, for example, that I fraternized with them, no? Attending bar operations, attending meetings, socials after that. To be active means to attend bar operations, to attend meetings. But if you're invited as a dean to attend a function of an organization, it's disrespectful not to attend. No? I attended the first one because it was in honor of my being a dean or appointed dean. The following year to tell them that I cannot be attending any such function anymore. No? But all the activities I did not attend.
And you were also present in every invitation of other fraternities.
For those 2 years, for 2 years. But thereafter, no more. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. So your leadership as UST Law Dean was also questioned in the report. It said that you didn't, if you did your job and strictly complied with the UST's academic guidelines, only 4 of the 10 members would have been allowed to enroll, and thus it would be possible that Castillo might not have been recruited.
But it's all speculative. In the first place, I would know who are those students who will receive failing grades. So you will only know the students who would get failing grades upon submission of the grades by the professors. So it's too speculative to say that these are the students, no? The students who will fail will belong to the aegis juris fraternity. And there was applied uniformly to all of them. 6 out of 67, only 6 out of 67 were members of aegis juris. No? So if I was being, if I was playing favorite, no, I could have simply given the special treatment to those 6 members of the fraternity. But the rules apply uniformly to all of them.
And sir, there's also, the report also made mention of, quote, it seems Dean Divina has a habit of passing the buck to other officials and officers of the university. Not once did we hear him take responsibility for any lapses that might have been contributed to Atio's death. Do you think that's fair assessment?
It's a very, very unfair statement to make. I did not pass the blame to the institution. I represent the institution. I love the institution. I love UST. I was explaining my side and the side of UST to show that there was no negligence on our part. No? So how would I have passed the blame if our position is there was no negligence on my part as well as that of the institution?
Sir, the report also raised preventive suspension. Parang sinabi nila, it's the fraternity who benefited from the suspension that you issued.
You know, I read the case, the Aquila case, for example. Even the law dean of Ateneo at that time imposed preventive suspension. It's a precautionary measure. It's being done by not just by the law dean, not just by UST law dean, but by other deans similarly situated. No? And I needed to make a statement at the time. No? There was something very serious. And can you imagine if I didn't impose sanction whatsoever? No? Perhaps they would have said, kita mo na, wala man lang ginawa. Meron namatay, wala man lang ginawang suspension. So either way, my action will be suspect insofar as the minds of the people who do not believe me are concerned.
Kasi parang pinanood sa report na napigilan yung authorities to look for them.
That's not true because they were there the day following. I think Monday. And then Tuesday, we gave the names of the students, members of the fraternity. So we got the names from OSACs, and that morning, 12 o'clock rather, of Tuesday, we gave the names. So they were not prevented from conducting investigation that they feel appropriate.
Sir, there's also a discussion in the report on your actual knowledge on Atio's death. Parang sabi doon, quote, it's absurd and ludicrous for you not to have known who died.
Well, I think I said that 12 noon, I received a report or telephone call from the faculty secretary that a neophyte already died due to hazing. And at 6 p.m. thereabout, I said that I came to know about the surname of that neophyte. No? So I came to know about it only after the fact. And that is the truth. No? That is the truth. And because I do not have the numbers, why will I keep numbers of the head of the fraternity who's supposed to be debarred that particular semester? So the truth is, and then I swear to God, and before the grave, before my forefathers, no, let me be damned, let me go to hell, no, for all eternity, no, if I knew about the death of Atio before, if I had prior knowledge rather of the death of Atio.
Kasi parang sabi sa privilege speech ni Senator Lacson kahapon, parang as someone as influential as you, na parang it's hard to fathom that you cannot have access to that information. Parang ganun.
Well, I relied on the report of the secretary. He asked around, but we came to know about the surname of the neophyte only by around 6 p.m. No? And because I maintained a distance with the fraternity.
So in the conclusion part of the report, it said that your position clearly posed a threat towards having a thorough investigation, so long as he remains in office. Possible student witnesses among may opt to remain silent out of fear. Do you think that's...
Oh, you know, the millennials, you really think that they can be controlled, that they can be muscled, no? They've been very expressive, no, of their opinions, their sentiments, no? It's all over social media, for example. And the investigation is I think, concluded, is finished. I did not participate whatsoever in the investigation conducted by UST. So the fear or apprehension of interference is certainly, it has no basis, no? And you cannot control the students. No? If they want me out, they would express it. But the thing is, I have the support of the students, support of the alumni, of the faculty, and the management.
So it added, for him to step down as dean and let the investigation take its own course, that's the least he can do to make up for the injustice done to the Castillo family. So will you step down?
Well, I said it before and I said it again. I will not step down because this is a matter between me and UST, a matter between me and the students. I cannot abandon my students. I can abandon the plans that I have laid out for them to pass the bar examination. It would be an injustice to them if I resign at this point. I am committed to the institution and to my students, my constituencies, my stakeholders.
Sir, how's your relationship with UST right now?
I think I have the support of, as I said, the management, the alumni, the faculty, and the students.
At nagpulong na ang dalawang leader ng Kongreso kaugnay sa iminumungkahing charter change o pagbabago sa konstitusyon. Narito ang litrato ni House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez at Majority Leader Rudy Fariñas kasama sina Senate President Coco Pimentel at Majority Floor Leader Tito Soto. Ayon po kay Congressman Fariñas, nagkasundo silang pagtuunan muna ng pansin ang pagsusuri sa mga probisyon sa konstitusyon na kailangang amyendahan. Anya, pagkatapos nito ay saka palang pagkakasunduan kung paano gagawin ang tsa-tsa. Una nang nagkabangga ng Senado at Kamara matapos igiit ni Alvarez ang Constituent Assembly at botohan sa Kamara kahit wala ang Senado. At mamaya sa balitaan ang reaksyon ng netizen sa naging pahayag ni Communications Assistant Secretary Mocha Uson. Manatiling nakatutok dito sa CNN Philippines. Muli na namang laman ng usap-usapan si Presidential Communications Assistant Secretary Mocha Uson. Nabanggit kasi ni Uson na nasa Naga City, Camarines Sur at hindi sa Albay ang bulkang Mayon. Kaya't pinagkatuwaan ng netizens ang sinabi ni Uson. Tweet ni Sherry Lou dahil daw sa pag-aalboroto ng Mayon, mismo ang bulkan ang lumikas para sa sarili nitong kaligtasan. Si Alvin Alamo Osma naman nag-post ng larawan ng Mayon sa iba't ibang lugar sa buong mundo. Sabi niya, since umalis din lang naman ang Mayon at nasa Naga na pala, lubusin na natin ang lakwatsa niya. May hashtag din siyang Mayon Adventure at Mayon World Tour. Sa isang litrato na pinost ni Osma, makikita ang Mayon na nasa likod ng windmill sa Ilocos Norte. Meron ding larawan na makikita ang Mayon sa Great Wall of China. Kasama rin ang isang litrato na nakikita ang Mayon malapit sa Eiffel Tower sa Paris, France. Maging ang Broadway star na si Lea Salonga, nag-comment din, sabi niya, with all due respect, we can't change geography. Agad namang humingi ng tawad si Uson sa kanyang pagkakamali. Sa isang post sa Facebook, sinabi niya, wala pong excuse sa aking pagkakamali. Pasensya na po, mas pagbubutihin ko sa susunod. Mensahe niya rin sa bashers, ilang beses man siyang batikusin, hindi siya susuko. Pinuri ng ilang netizens ang pagpapakumbaba ni Uson. Sa isa pang tweet ni Salonga, sinabi niyang hinahangaan niya ang pag-amin ni Uson sa kanyang pagkakamali. At yan ang kabuuan ng balitaan. Ngayong Webes, January 25, 2018. Ako po si Pinky Webb. Hanggang bukas. Magandang tanghali.